What's up, everybody? Just wanted to make a quick video about cleaning your throttle body. This is a 4.0 inline 6 on the Jeep Cherokee XJ, and it is a 2000. So let's get to it. First and foremost, take your airbox off. You don't have to take the airbox off, but take the hose off, and you gotta remove your throttle clips. So, boom, get those out of the way. Now you've got three different sensors here. You got your idle air control, your throttle position sensor, as well as your map sensor, which is a manifold absolute pressure sensor. Now I've always been told, and I've seen in everybody's videos, that the idle air control goes in a certain way, comes out a certain way, put it back the way you took it out. That way everything runs ship shape. You've got four 10mm bolts here, so we'll crack those and it should lift right off. Now this is going to help you if you have a sticky throttle, which is my case. You know, going down the road and you release off the accelerator and it kind of hangs on to the throttle. So I just want to clean this out, put a new gasket underneath because I know this one is disintegrated. Yeah, clean it up a little bit, get this thing running a bit better. So
So you'll see right about here, I'm trying to fiddle with this one sensor and it doesn't want to come loose. Be careful not to just yank on it and break the clips. Take your time, wiggle it back and forth, and eventually it will just pop off.
and personally, and I see everybody else do it, it's just the right thing to do is when you take this off, to prevent anything nasty from falling in there, we're going to shove a towel in there. It's not too bad. You can see there's some stuff in there in this gasket. Well, it just broke in my hand, so there's about nothing left to that. Let's get this cleaned up. Now for the idle air control sensor, it's going to take a T20. Just put that in there. Take those out. Oh, if I wasn't doing it with my opposite hand. These bolts are very small too, so don't lose them. There's one on the bottom. Now I'm only going to do this sensor because it does build up with gunk, and the other ones do too, but this one can get pretty bad and it can cause you to have rough idle, and that's what we're trying to prevent. The fingers. Boom. Not too bad from the last time I cleaned it, which was like a couple months ago, so. I'll hit it with some. This is typical carb cleaner. Let's get quick rag and just try to get any of that nasty deposit out of there. Watch your fingers too. Just gets gunked up on the walls. Makes this thing sticky. I think it's called the butterfly valve. Yep. This side. Just hit it again. No, I'm just scratching it too with the paper towel and surface of my finger. And you can see some of the gunk it's pulling off of here, so something's working. Also, you want to make sure your mating surface is real clean too. Take a clean brass, steel, just be gentle. Clean any of that old gasket off on there. Some people use RCV. I personally like the actual gasket.
All right, now that the throttle body is all clean, let's put it back together.
Alright, so we've cleaned up our mating surface. We cleaned a lot of the debris out of there. Well, debris meant buildup. Got your new gasket on. Now if you pay attention, there is kind of a side to the gasket. This bottom side has the kind of indentions where the bolts go. So I personally like to put 2 bolts in with the gasket on the bottom. Make sure your clips are out of the way because you'll go back and forth with it. Just line it up. It should fall right in place.
So once you've got your 4 bolts back in, you've reconnected your sensors as well as your throttle cables and the hose to your airbox, you are all good to go. If you guys found this video helpful, like, subscribe, share the video. It helps me out. Just want to share my experience with my Jeep Cherokee XJ.